How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, y'all know sometimes I do spiritual videos. In this particular video, I would consider a spiritual video, and you see the title where I said I must keep it core. Now, first and foremost, I want to thank my subscribers who have been with me the longest, and I also want to thank the new subscribers that will have a better understanding of who I am. And what brought this on was a conversation that I had with one of my subs behind the scenes yesterday, and I was kind of kicking myself because I have spoke of that I get visions. Over 90% or damn near 99% of my visions is literally as I'm going about my day. I rarely, I can't, I'm kind of even thinking, have I ever got a vision sleep? Now, I do sometimes have vivid dreams, and I have been visited by some relatives that have passed. And I have also spoke of when I get these visions, or I'll say that Yah has spoke to me, I don't always get it right, because what I'm learning in my journey of life is sometimes the way you interpretate something, you don't always get it right. And that keeps me humble. That truly keeps me humble. And I was having a conversation with Lisa Cabrera, and we had talked about the Notre Dame church burning down, and she said that church will never be rebuilt. And I said, damn. I said, Lisa, y'all told me that, but I didn't want to say nothing to the royal family just that particular time. I have spoke sometimes about some of my visions, but I'm still affected by the system, and I just felt like maybe y'all didn't want to hear that right now, or whatever. That was my stuff. That was my stuff, because I was, and I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I'm keeping it core. I was telling my husband about it, getting visions, and I said that I appreciate him because I have been told that I'm unusual. I have shared with y'all that I was told that I was a very strange child, because I would tell people that were real close to me as a little bitty thing about my visions, or and I can distinctly remember messages that Yah had gave me as a child, and I understood who was speaking to me. And I mean, some of these things are so vivid. I can remember distinctly being in a baby blue Mustang, white interior, at Jack in the Box, where the jack jumps out, and I was with my aunt and her husband, and I had to be about 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old, and I was loved cheeseburgers back then, and all of a sudden, Yah spoke to me, and he said, "You are one blessed child." And my interpretation of that was, I felt like I was so blessed because I was able to know great-grandparents and have long relationships with them. Even recently, it hasn't even been 10 years that my grandparents on my mother's side have passed. It's like, I think it's been like 5, if that. So then I found out in other ways how I have been blessed. And I have shared with the royal family on my spiritual videos, and I have a playlist for it if anybody want to listen to it, that I had a spiritual experience. But still, the thing that gets to me, my royal family, is I'll even do it with my family, and I not at one time had my family say, "Oh, that's some more crazy talk you talking, what you saying." They've never did that, but still, I'm concerned with that, and I was concerned with that the other day when I had did the video about Notre Dame in the fires, and the words were so clear that it won't be rebuilt. And I'm just basically thanking y'all to take the time to listen to me. I never knew that I would be out here using my voice. I used to speak on other people's channels, and they said that I needed to have my own. And I was like, what could I talk to y'all about? You know, and found out that I had a lot to say. And I'm realizing through my journey, because I often speak of my father, and I am an only child, so he had a lot of time with me, damn near up to the day he crossed over, that he was preparing me for something. And now I'm understanding the preparation that I've been blessed with gifts. But I'm so humble that I don't want to be on this eye kick. We have been blessed with gifts. So people I have talked to personally, oh, they'll try to shower me with everything, and I appreciate that, but I put it back in their lap because I don't want to come off like it's like I'm all this and that. I want to be with my family. But we all have someone in our lives, or someone that we have known, that just came off just a bit, I don't quite know what words, because sometimes using the word strange could be rude or just different. I know that I'm different, but I ain't doing anything different. I'm just staying true to thyself and just speaking the way that I speak. And I pray that I can encourage that also with the royal family too as well. But I had to keep it core with the royal family, and that's the part that just gets to me, that speaking the way that I speak. And and many have said that I quote the Bible often, not knowing the word, not being raised in church, and it humbles me because I want to know the word. And so I'm one of these people that thrive off of Bible study, and I'm not aware. There's parts of me that I'm naive about, and I'm not aware of what I'm saying all the time. I'm just talking. And if my son is listening, I know my son protects me. My husband protects me. It's a protective wall around me with my family, because it's like, being a free spirit, it seemed like, my husband says sometimes it seemed like I'm somewhere else. And then I'll look at him, but I said, I'm normal. I'm fine. I'm fine. I guess I just don't want to be excluded like that. I want to, but I am what I am, and we are what we are, and everything. And I know that when I'm speaking, I'm not always saying the right words, but I'm trying to articulate something at that particular time, especially with the visions that I get and stuff. And I have no problem of anybody pointing out to me, well, you didn't get that quite right, or you didn't interpret it, or they may have interpreted in another way. And then another thing, and these are for the new people, I am highly dyslexic. It's hard for me to read, and it's not easy for me to do videos, but I won't let it stop me. I won't even cut anything. I'll just keep pushing forth. But one thing that I won't do is stop reading, even though I am dyslexic. So people, sometimes you need to let people know what's going on about yourself. Like even when I did that video about Candace Owens, I was being accused of, supporting the Democratic Party. I don't support none of those parties. I don't vote. I do keep up with politics. But no, I don't support none of it at all. But yes, I'm down with the ADOS. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. Truly, y'all truly, truly do. And I don't know, I was just in deep thought, mainly about these visions that I get, and I don't want to come off like I'm wacky or something, because I be hearing, like somebody a long time ago accused me of being a prophet. I'm not no prophet. There is no prophets. I felt quite offended by that, but how I always call it, what little I do know is that I talk about Mercury, going into retrograde, that those planets are ours and we're not using them the way we're supposed to. And it's like, like the planet Mars. There's pyramids on the planet Mars. So when you see something like that, that's us. We built that. We built that. And that's where my fascination is, off into that world. And I have truly, truly been touched and held by Yah. And it's just something that I just think of often, more than y'all would ever know. I speak of it almost every day. I say the same thing. Bless Mr. Santana. Such a good husband that can deal with a person like me. I'm not a difficult person. I'm a patient person. And y'all hear many sides of my personality, but behind the scenes, I'm a very quiet person. I'm always deep in thought. I can be quite intense. So I try to muster up and invoke some humor. Sometimes I can be petty, and I'll speak on it. As people, if they ask me, well, why are you doing it? That's just how I feel at that particular time. But my overall nature is, I have been told that I'm very sweet. That's the resounding thing that I have heard throughout my life. Said I was a very sweet child, even though I had my fair share of dirt that I did. I got my fair share of behind whippings. But my parents, even though they didn't stay together, they were very loving. And I thank my mother for not keeping my father away. I was a part of his life, literally to the last day. I even knew the last day when I was with my father, he was going to pass. And he took me and my husband out to lunch. And we was like at a little buffet, and my dad wasn't well. And I watched all his movements, and his movements remind me so much of my grandmother. So my father asked me to fix his plate. And when I finally looked at my father face to face, I seen 3 lights over him, arched over his head. One was kind of a gold. It was kind of cloudy. The other one was white and cloudy, and the other one was straight transparent. And I said, he's going to die today. I didn't tell anyone on that one. But his death was still marked homicide. We never know if my dear father was pushed down a flight of steps. So I'm dealing with that. And it's been 10 years since my dad passed. It's coming up on 3 years since my mom passed. So I'm grieving too. And lo and behold, my mother passed on May 17th. Isn't that ironic? That the Creator said that I would always see 17. Even my uncle, he died on October 17th. And my husband's birthday is on the 17th. And I got hurt at work on the 17th. My oldest son got 17 letters in his name. My father got 17 letters in his name. My mother gave birth to me when she was 17 years old. I mean, amazing. Yah truly keeps his word. So I'm trying to figure out this thing too, my royal family. I don't have all the answers, and I couldn't do it without you. I appreciate your support. I have been getting kicked in the butt that I don't share my Patreon or my GoFund enough or even talk about it. It's there. I'm trying to put it back up. and stuff, because people have been told that I put in a lot of hard work, and there are some people that want to donate, and I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the $1. It means a great deal, because I also support. I'm being exclusive now. I'm only going to support our Royals. I have supported adults, and sometimes it's not the best outcome, but I'm a giving person, and so I'm going to support our Royals, and I thank y'all for that. I truly do, because that dollar makes the difference. So it's like I didn't got hundreds of dollars of donations, which was beautiful, but I more so appreciate the dollar, because it probably took everything that that person had to give the dollar, and they need to be thanked, you know, and let, you know, folks know how much you appreciate them. Also, I see that I have over 18,000 subs now, and I thank my new subs. I lost a channel. Had to go on hiatus for 4 months because I've been spoofed. I've been through it on YouTube. But I keep fighting. I'm a warrior. I'm going to keep fighting to the bitter, bitter end. But as we are in these last seconds, my royal family, more of us will have vivid dreams. More of us will have visions. And I'm going to try my best not to hold back and just speak on my visions. And that was the resounding message that I wanted to give the royal family, was about these visions that I get that I pull back. But then I got to remember that I should go ahead and tell y'all, because it may manifest itself. And it's like, damn, you said that. But the other thing is, I'm still going to encourage that y'all also can put your comments down, your visions too as well. You're just as important. Not everybody want to use their voice, and y'all know that I damn near read all the comments. And some people are shocked. They be like, damn, she responded. Yes, I do. I'm one of those type of people. I read the comments. And another thing, I thank the moderators for taking down the haters. That is greatly appreciated, because it's a lot of work working on this little small channel. And people got these opinions and, you know, negativities and getting called every name in the book, because we are speaking core and we are speaking free over here on the True Royal Family. Yes, there is no other royalty but us. And prepare yourself, my royal family. A vision I had got, I think it was 2 years ago, I had got a vision of literally white people giving us their riches and jewels because they want curses off of them. Well, we can't take them off of them, because they have to get they spanking too, because what make them think that, you know, we've been through what we've been through, and they're not going to go what they're going to go through. We're the chosen ones, and our Father, because of our disobedience, what make you think you're not going to get it, and you've been disobedient and plus disobedient to the royal family, his children, you know. And you know, I got that vision, and when I mentioned that, I was on a hangout, and Lisa said, yeah, that's in the word. And I was like, wow. So that's the part that fascinates me. I remember one of those videos that I did, spiritual videos, I talked about my spiritual experience that I had, and one of my subs, she listened to it and wrote down all the scriptures of what I was talking about, and I was floored, and I was like, amazing. And I encourage y'all to put scriptures down. I don't mind it. I like scriptures on this channel. So my royal family, I'm just kind of rambling on in deep thought, but like I said, I wanted to keep it core with the royal family, what was on my heart. And I truly thank you. I truly, truly thank all of y'all. I truly do. So my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.